Hello my beautiful family and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is super different than any of my other videos, and that is because I am finally introducing you to my new puppy, which he's kind of going crazy right now. Bless you. So as you're watching this video, it is Friday and Jeff and I adopted a puppy on Saturday of last week. So what date was that? The 7th. And if you follow me on Instagram, you would know that I did get a puppy. I just haven't shown it anywhere on the internet yet. So without further ado, I introduce you to Milo. Hello Milo. Hi Milo. Oh, he's just trying to eat my hair right now. That's really adorbs. But this is Milo. Milo, say hi. Milo, say hi. Hi. You're part of the family now. The family and the family, honestly. Sorry, I took his rawhide away from him and he's very upset about that. But I want to share a little rescue story because this is technically the first time that Jeff and I have actually rescued a puppy. My last dog that I had, Toby, which I'm sure if you've been around for a while you know who he is. He passed away like 3 years ago, but we kind of adopted him from like a family friend who was moving all the way across the world. But Jeff and I have never rescued a puppy from a shelter before, so it's very different. So as you're watching this video, we have had Milo for about 4 days now. I'm filming this on Tuesday and you guys are watching this on Friday, and it has definitely been a roller coaster. I apologize in advance if you could hear Milo chewing on his rawhide. He's very into it and he will not stop until he gets like his teething fix out of the way. Jeff has had puppy fever for the last like month or so, and like I have been wanting a dog for a long time too, but we live in an apartment and I wasn't like totally against it, but it had to be like a good fit. So we started looking at a bunch of shelters and websites and things like that. At first we were gonna buy puppies on Craigslist, but then we went into the whole world of like puppy mills and things like that, and it's just honestly like disgusting how the industry can be. But I'm really glad we did our research because we ended up rescuing Milo right here. So last week we decided to go and check out a bunch of different little like rescues that have partnered up with PetSmart because they have like events there. And honestly, at first I really wanted a pit bull. Like I fell in love with so many freaking pit bulls, and it's so unfortunate that they have the reputation that they do. And we just like our apartment complex would not allow them. So yeah, that was really sad. But we ended up going to one more PetSmart at the end of the day, and at that point of the day we weren't gonna get a puppy. We just wanted to check out one last place just to see. We really weren't going into it mentally that we're gonna go look for a dog and we're gonna adopt today. So we pulled up to this PetSmart. They had like, you know, all their dogs out and people were like looking at them, and I honestly at first I took a glance and I was like, yeah, I don't really see a dog that's for me here. And then there was this one crate with 3 puppies inside, and all the other crates had like names and, you know, a little like summary of what the dog is and like how old they are roughly, things like that. But this crate did not have anything on it, so of course we were naturally more, you know, intrigued by it. And oh, he just like plopped on the ground. You're so cute. Stop it. Oh, he's also like learning his reflection, so he might bark. So Milo actually stuck out to Jeff, and I noticed him too. I just wasn't sure if I wanted to like ask to take him out or anything like that, but Jeff was, you know, he was curious, so he was like, hey, can I see that puppy right there? And they let us see him. And what's funny is that most of the rescues or the shelters that we were visiting at PetSmart did not let us walk the dog ourselves. Like they always had a volunteer walk the dog for us. And surprisingly at this one, they kind of just let us like take him on a little walk. There was just something about his personality where he bonded with me and Jeff so freaking fast, and he was just such a good dog. Like there were so many dogs like walking in and out of PetSmart. He would just like either sniff them or like want to play with them, but he was never aggressive, didn't show any signs of aggression. He was really good with people, really good with strangers. Like, I mean, we were strangers and he was just, you know, he was just being a cute puppy. So we spent about like 15-20 minutes with him, and we were both just like sold. Like he was just so precious, and I don't know, like of all the dogs that we saw, we never felt this connection with them as much as we did with Milo. So we, you know, filled out the adoption papers then and there. They approved us, and we took him home. So that's pretty much the backstory on how we got Milo. Now the thing that's interesting is when we were talking to the shelter, we asked like, so what's his background, like what happened to him, because he definitely does not, he's a dirty dog right now, I'm not even gonna lie. Like he smells and he's just not, you could tell he's been like malnourished. He has not been taken care of at all. But what the shelter told us is that they recently rescued him from a hoarding house, which means that whoever's house he lived in, there were at least like 50 plus dogs living in one house with him. And it's also really sad because he is most likely inbred. So yeah, like his story just like makes me really sad. The people who had him, like they hoarded a bunch of dogs and it was just a disgusting place. The other puppies in his crate were his siblings and they were also being adopted as well, which is really awesome. We asked the shelter what breed he was. They have no idea. So obviously Milo does not look like any dog you've seen before. Huh, Milo? Let's look at your face. He does not look like, I don't know, like we don't know what breed he is. So he just has like the cutest freaking face ever. And we were just trying to figure out like what breed he was. The shelter had no idea. They just said he's like a terrier mixed with something else. But he also looks like a poodle because he also looks like my old dog Toby, like from the side profile. But yeah, we just don't know what he is. And the vet that the shelter took him to said that he was 7 months old. But honestly, his paws are humongous. Like we really don't think he's that old because he's still teething. So we actually have a vet appointment for him tomorrow. So we'll be able to ask the doctor more questions about him and see if it's still accurate or not. So yeah, that's a little bit about his background. And that first night, he cried maybe like 3 times. And then the second night was super bad. Like he would cry every single hour. He would just want our attention. So yeah, like that was really tough. And plus like he was in a hoarding house, so he doesn't have any potty training whatsoever. Literally went whenever and wherever. There was a time where I went to the store for like an hour and I took him out before and he went potty, and when I came back he went potty in his crate. So that was just like really frustrating. But I also don't know if that's because he kind of felt like anxious and like just really scared, so that might have been what happened. But yeah, like he had no potty training whatsoever. And we've also been on top of his potty training like crazy. We take him out every hour after he eats, after he plays. Like we try to give him so many chances. And because he was living in a hoarding house, I don't think he's ever been outside before, like ever in his life. So when we would take him out to grass to go pee, like he just stood there. Like he didn't know what to do. Like he didn't know what, like he had no idea. He started eating the grass, but yeah, like he didn't know that he was supposed to go potty there. And also he's definitely not comfortable with leashes, but he's definitely gotten the hang of it a lot better. But yeah, like there was just so many little things about him, and it's just really sad that a lot of dogs come from like horrible backgrounds like this because it's not fair to them. But yeah, there's a lot of little things that we noticed about him, like being outside, he didn't know what that meant. Being on a leash, he was really uncomfortable with it. He would walk behind us and you could tell he's never had any like human interaction or anything like that, which is just freaking depressing. Oh, bless you, bless you. Well, no. Still remember the very first time he went potty outside, he went pee and poop. We praised him by just like giving him so much love and TLC because we learned that he is not food motivated. So when we give him so much attention and love, he gets so happy and like he just like runs around like so much, and it's the cutest thing. He has like a smile on his face. So we've learned that TLC is the way to praise him because we try to give him treats and he's just like eh. It's definitely been a lot of fun, definitely very challenging. I feel like my whole life is for Milo now. Like it's really funny. I feel so bad whenever I like go out, leave him at home, things like that. And I've just become a full-on dog mom. But thank goodness for YouTube and the internet because it has helped us so freaking much. So yeah, I just love him so much and I'm so glad he's a part of the family now, and he's shaking my tripod because he's chewing over there again. And we're also waiting on giving him a bath. That's why he looks so dirty, because he got neutered and his stitches are still healing. So we can't give him a bath till next week, which I'm so excited about. We're gonna groom him, all that stuff. He needs like a glow up because like you can just tell he's been through a lot and even in his sleep sometimes he'll have like puppy nightmares, and it just breaks my heart. But yeah, cannot wait to give him a glow up, a haircut, all that stuff. His fur is so patchy everywhere. But that is it for today's video. I hope you guys are excited for Milo. Let me know in the comments if you have any idea what breed you think he is. We might do a DNA test on him, so we'll find out hopefully. Give this video a thumbs up if you love Milo, because I love Milo so much. He definitely won over every single person's heart. Everyone's always asking about him and like what kind of dog he is and how adorable he is, because he's so cute. But I'm not gonna lie, he's definitely getting comfortable around us and showing us his sassy side. Like that, he never did that before until today. He's like scratching at stuff, biting stuff. Like, be sure to follow me on Instagram, because I don't know if I should make him an Instagram. But thank you so much for watching. Please consider subscribing if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!